Meow, hold on to your oil barrels, because Russia's been caught with its hand in North Korea's cookie jar. Since March, Putin's been playing Santa Claus to Kim Jong-un, delivering over 1 million barrels of oil. That's enough to make a Texas oil man weep with envy. Our sleuths at the Open Source Centre and the BBC have been playing a high-stakes game of I Spy with satellites. They've caught North Korean tankers making 43 sneaky trips to Russia's Vostochny port. These ships arrive emptier than my food bowl before dinner and leave so full they're practically underwater. It's like watching a shopaholic at a Black Friday sale. Now, let's rewind a bit. Back in December 2017, the UN slapped North Korea with sanctions tighter than a cat in a sweater. Resolution 2397 said, "No more than 500,000 barrels of oil for you per year, Pyongyang." But Russia's gone and poured double that amount. It's like they're using the UN rulebook to line their kitty litter box. Why is this oil so important, you ask? Well, for North Korea, it's the lifeblood of their military. It keeps their tanks rolling, their factories churning out weapons, and probably powers Kim's personal popcorn machine. Without it, their military would be about as mobile as a sloth on sedatives. But here's where it gets juicier than a can of tuna. This isn't just Russia being generous. Oh no, it's a good old-fashioned barter system. North Korea's been supplying Russia with more artillery for their Ukraine adventure than you can shake a stick at. Last October, they shipped over 1 million artillery rounds. It's like watching two kids swap lunches in the schoolyard, except instead of PB&J, it's missiles and oil. David Lammy, the UK Foreign Secretary, is practically coughing up hairballs over this. He said, and I quote, "This blatant disregard for UN sanctions is a threat to global security and cannot go unchallenged." Talk about diplomatic understatement. It's like calling a tiger a bit stripy. But wait, there's more. Russia, in a move smoother than a cat's whisker, vetoed the UN's attempts to keep an eye on these shenanigans back in March. It's like the mouse voting to remove the cat from the house. Let's talk about Vostochny port for a second. This little slice of Russian coastline in the Far East has become the hottest spot for illicit oil trade since Al Capone's speakeasies. It's so far east, it's practically in tomorrow. Perfect for a little hush-hush, wink-wink oil for weapons swap. Now, usually, North Korea needs about 9 million barrels of oil a year to keep their military machine purring. So this million-barrel top-up from Russia is like giving espresso to a squirrel. We might see North Korean soldiers marching double time. But let's put on our geopolitical goggles for a moment. This unholy alliance is shaking up the global chessboard like a cat in a china shop. It's got South Korea and Japan more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. We might be seeing a return to Cold War dynamics, but this time with more nuclear options and fewer bad haircuts. And let's not forget the economic impact. This oil deal is helping both countries give a big, oily middle finger to Western sanctions. It's like they've formed their own exclusive sanctions, what sanctions, club. But here's the real kicker. This cosy little arrangement might inspire other sanctioned nations to form their own alliances. Before you know it, we'll have a naughty nations club with secret handshakes and everything. Iran and Venezuela might start swapping oil recipes, and Syria could open a duty-free shop for banned goods. The international community's response has been about as effective as trying to bathe a cat. The UN's flailing around like a fish on a dry dock, and Western powers are clutching their pearls so hard they might make diamonds. So what's next in this geopolitical soap opera? Maybe we'll see Putin and Kim starring in their own buddy cop movie, Rush Hour Nuclear Edition. Or perhaps they'll open a chain of Russian-Korean fusion restaurants. Try our new Borscht Kimchi Surprise. It's explosively good. In the grand chess game of international politics, it seems Russia and North Korea are playing Twister instead, and they're both winning at bending the rules. This oil deal is slipperier than a greased pig at a county fair, and twice as hard to pin down. So, my feline friends, if you're as oiled up about this news as we are, slick that subscribe button and slide into our comments section faster than a North Korean tanker into a Russian port. After all, in the world of international politics, the only thing slicker than oil is the truth. Stay tuned, because in this topsy-turvy world of ours, who knows what will happen next? Maybe Kim Jong-un will use all this extra oil to build the world's biggest slip and slide. Nuclear water park, anyone? Until next time, this is Ron de Parmesan, reminding you that when it comes to international relations, sometimes it's not about who you know, but who you oil. Stay tuned for our next update. I'm Ron de Parmesan reporting for Newscats. Thanks for watching.